A basil and green onion stuffed deep dish pizza. I make my deep dish pizza in a brownie tin. Okay, so my deep dish pizza is not gonna be like what you would consider the Chicago style deep dish pizza. The way I do it's gonna be a little bit different than what you might assume with the deep dish pizza. First, I grate the mozzarella cheese. I'm not a big cheese fan, so I just do a little bit. And what I do is before I grate the cheese, I make my own pizza dough. It's really simple. I just take like a cup and a half to 2 cups of flour and I mix it with water and a little bit of oil. To begin with, I take a cup of water, put it in the microwave for a minute because that achieves like the temperature that will activate the dry yeast. I pour the cup of water into a bowl and then I open the package of active dry yeast, spread it over the top. I let it sit like maybe for 20 minutes because some people say 5. But if you let it sit for 20, I notice that it gets that nice frothy, yeasty thing that you want going on. And then in a bigger bowl, I first add my flour and then I put in the yeasty water. And I am not into adding salt to cooking because I think the American diet, we have tons of salt everywhere. A lot of recipes call for salt. I don't. I bump up the flavor. So I'll mince up garlic and I'll put that in. I'll put in some crushed chili pepper and I'll add some like rosemary, crushed rosemary. And that's all organic. And those are flavors that are so much more powerful and luscious than salt, in my opinion. You can put salt in your pizza crust. Some people say to put sugar, but I don't add any of that. I keep it plain and simple because the toppings have enough salt. So anyway, what I do is I mix and mix. I used to knead my dough, but I created this little technique with like my little wooden spoon and I just stir it and I stir it so much all together until it's like kneaded. And then once it's like in a nice little ball, I put a plate over it. Well, I add the oil as I'm mixing it, of course. I didn't mention that. I put a plate over it. And then I let it rise for an hour. And after it's done rising, I press it into a pan, put a little can of tomato sauce, spread it all over the top. And then I put on the mozzarella cheese. This time I made a pizza that was stuffed with basil and green onions. So first I put on some turkey bacon. I might not do that next time, that's just what I had. And then I put tons of basil and green onions on the top because this is going to be like a stuffed pizza with basil and turkey bacon. That's the theme of this pizza. So thanks for watching my little tutorial. Here is my cute little pizza that I have finished. Homemade pizza crust in a brownie tin, so it's like my version of deep dish pizza. Mozzarella cheese on top with spaghetti sauce, of course. And then I put turkey bacon on it, green onions, scallions, and I decided to put a whole bunch of basil on the top, so it's like a really green, yummy, delicious, veggie laden pizza because that kind of counteracts the turkey bacon on it. Thanks for watching my little tutorial on how to make the pizza, and I made it all from scratch.